Are you ready for the first match of the night? Ladies and gentlemen, our opening contest is a 6-man tag match and is scheduled for 1 fall. Please welcome to the ring first.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Monaco Ballroom in Hindley, Wigan. It's that time again, folks. 16th of April. It's GPW Jam Hot. Hello, I'm Alan Keys, joined as always at ringside by my broadcast partner, Robbie James.
Good evening, Keys. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This place is jam-packed and it's GPW Jam Hot. This is going to be a great show, Keys, as is every show. And what a great way to kick this off. Bruce Sheila making his way to the ring, Keys. After his superb debut last month, he's come back.
Superb debut.
Superb debut last month.
Were you watching the same show as me? This man, Bruce Sheila, hailing from Australia, wrestled an inflatable crocodile and lost.
No matter, Keys, he made a triumphant debut in GPW, completely ruined by the Eastern Bloc.
Well, Bruce Sheila, out here now in our first match of GPW Jam Hot, he's been joined by a mainstay tag team that we haven't actually seen in quite a while in GPW. Lethal Dose, Jack Toxic and Alex Cyanide making their way to the ring, and they're going to take on the 3-man unit of the Eastern Bloc. After the Eastern Bloc, like we've said, had ruined Bruce Sheila's debut last week. Bruce Sheila thought he won up GPW management by claiming that he was going to wrestle the biggest, baddest opponent we'd ever seen. Instead, he brought out an inflatable crocodile, and the Eastern Bloc brought out some Ginster's pie.
They put pie in his face, Keys. It was disgraceful. Terrible act by the Eastern Bloc, who I have had such fondness for in the past, but now they're just a bunch of disgusting layabout immigrants, Keys, and they've come over here once again into the GPW arena, and they've gone for Bruce Sheila, ruining his debut, and now he's had to recruit Team Green to deal with them, Keys. Jack Toxic, Cyanide and Bruce Sheila going to be too much for the Eastern Bloc, and I'm sorry to say, but that sellout Jack Domitrescu, Keys, is going to be packing his bags and leaving after this match.
Well, Jack Domitrescu turning over a new leaf in 2010.
Selling out, Keys. He's a sellout.
Well, whatever you want to call it, he's a changed man. And maybe not a good idea making fun of the big man Cyanide. But Jack Domitrescu, Vladimir Radkov, you see on your right in the red as well, and Krzysztof Iganansky on the left in the yellow are going to represent the Eastern Bloc tonight. This match already starting, the Eastern Bloc all off the ropes. Jack Toxic, and Bruce Sheila going down. Cyanide still in the ring.
And if you thought Bruce Sheila fought a monster last month, Keys, look at the monster that the Eastern Bloc are facing this month. The Man Mountain Cyanide, Keys. They can't take him off his feet.
Sheila and Toxic trying to come in to help Cyanide, but Cyanide drop kicked by all 3 members of the Eastern Bloc, sending all 3 members of the opposite team to the outside. And let's just quickly run down the card for GPW Jam Hot while we're here.
Jam-packed card, Keys, jam-packed, red hot show. Oh!
Krzysztof Iganansky over the top rope, taking out Lethal Dose and Bruce Sheila there on the outside with that flipping senton over the top.
Flipping senton indeed, Keys. Krzysztof Iganansky doesn't even have matching boots, Keys. He shouldn't be allowed to do manoeuvres like that in the GPW arena.
You don't need matching boots to wrestle, Robbie, but Bruce Sheila locking in that abdominal stretch there. But Vladimir turning it round, getting his own abdominal stretch. And Sheila again turning it round.
It's competent technical wrestling, Keys.
Vladimir quickly changing it up. And Sheila again. But wait a minute. Bruce Sheila got the wool pulled over his eyes then by Vladimir. Vladimir pulling the referee into the way. And Bruce Sheila strapped on that abdominal stretch. And And now Bruce having a few words with the referee.
Yes, he is, Keys. And
Jack Toxic and Cyanide just jump Vladimir from behind.
maybe he should have more than a few words with the referee, Keys. An incompetent fool who gets involved in the match he's supposed to be refereeing.
Well, Sheila now got Vladimir in the corner, whips him across the ring, clothesline, whips him again, back into the corner, big clothesline from Sheila. We saw this on the Crocodile last month, a lot more powerful to Vladimir there, that sidewalk slam, dropping Vladimir across his back. And even though these men have never tagged together, you see that they've already split the ring in half, concentrating and keeping Vladimir on their side of the ring, isolating him from the rest of the Eastern Bloc. And this is good tag team wrestling. I mean, we've seen Jack Toxic and Cyanide obviously tagged together, like we said, mainstay of GPW tag division. And Cyanide now just laying in those boots to Vladimir.
It's a well-formed game plan, Keys, that they've come in here with. Of course, Jack Toxic and Cyanide have that wealth of experience in tag team wrestling, way more than the Eastern Bloc and way more than virtually anyone in GPW. So, you know, Bruce Sheila's picked good people to be in his corner, Keys, for a match like this, which has to be considered a grudge match for Sheila after that embarrassment last month.
Well, Jack Toxic laying in those chops, whips Vladimir across. Big drop kick in the corner. Did you see the height Jack got?
Elevation,
with that drop
Keys.
kick. Goes to the cover, a bit nonchalant there, not hooking the leg. Could have cost him. But locks in that front face lock and keeps Vladimir grounded for the time being.
And he's a fantastic wrestler, Keys, and he's very unpopular, and that should tell you something about these scumbags that are in the Monaco ballroom tonight, Keys. I don't mean to disrespect our fans, but they're disrespecting Jack Toxic when he is clearly dominating this match.
Well, the fans can pick who they want to support in GPW. They don't have to pick the best wrestler. I mean, I would never say that the Eastern Bloc the best wrestlers in GPW, but they get the job done in their own way. Massive headbutt from Cyanide there, connecting with the head of Vladimir, and it doesn't look too good for Vladimir at the moment, Robin.
No, he didn't look pretty to start with, Keys, and he sure as hell doesn't look pretty after that headbutt. The face caved in, and Cyanide now is focused on that head, and if you're gonna kill the head, Keys, the body will die too.
Well, if we quickly just run down the card like we tried to before Krzysztof Iganansky flew out of the ring. Our main event for GPW Jam Hot tonight is a last time ever match for the GPW British title. It will be 2 out of 3 falls. Joey Hayes goes one-on-one with the Juice for that GPW British title. One of the most eagerly awaited rematches and title matches we've had, Keys. Last month these men wrestled to a draw. Nothing was settled, Keys. The smoke is still billowing from this one, and tonight perhaps one of these men will get a little bit of closure in this feud that has carried GPW from 2009 to 10 on the tips of everyone's tongue. What a great feud between Hayes and the Juice, and tonight, Keys, maybe we'll see the end of it. Well, as well, we've got that massive grudge match between William Gaylord and Danny Hope, and Robbie, someone is going to lose their hair.
Someone's going to get shaved tonight, Keys. Oh!
Well, wait a minute, close shave there for Jack, falling straight on his head. Jack Domitrescu gets the tag, takes out Cyanide, and takes out Bruce Sheila with that clothesline, and another motioning for him to get up. Sheila throws the line. Jack with the DDT takes down Sheila. 1, 2, and there's Toxic to break it up, but Iganansky straight in, holding Jack, getting him in the corner now. Good double team here, it looks like, but Jack over onto the apron. Good agility from Toxic there as the Eastern Bloc run in and eat forearms. Jack jumps in back to the Eastern Bloc, and here comes Vladimir with that shoulder block in the corner, whips him in to Iganansky, who lifts him up.
On his back. Oh, it's crushing blow to the back of Toxic, Keys. Oh,
They call that the Red Terror, and that certainly just took out Jack Toxic. Did you see just how he landed near enough on the back of his neck there, Robbie?
Horrible move, he isn't getting up. People forget Keys.
Wait a minute, Egan-Ansky.
Oh!
And you think Jack landed by Ben Egan-Ansky holding his back there after cyanide, drilling him into his own knee there.
And they're going for it, Keys, that lethal injection. This is going to be game, set and match.
Lethal injection
Oh!
to the wrong team. Jack landing on cyanide, but Sheila's in. Bruce Sheila's in, rolls up Jack Toxic. Sorry, Jack Domitrescu.
It's a win, Keys, it's a win for Bruce Sheila.
Rolls up Jack Domitrescu using the ropes and hightails it out of the ring. He stole this victory tonight.
And no, never mind what you think, Keys. That's right, Keys. Never mind what you think. He has just pinned a former British champion, Keys, and that is one hell of an achievement for someone in a second match in the company.
Well, technically, it's his first match.
Second match, Keys. We all saw his debut last month.
Well, anyway, he used the ropes, Robbie, to gain that extra leverage. Rolled up Jack Domitrescu from behind, and then used the middle rope for leverage. And there you see him having a few words with Thor, and it doesn't look like Lethal Dose are too happy with the way that one turned out, even though they were on the winning side.
Well, they won their tag team finishing move, almost finished them off, Keys. You can see both of them carrying the scars of war, but Bruce Sheila's music is playing, Keys. He's the winner, and he's victorious, and those Eastern scumbags can trot off back down the lane, Keys.
Well, I'm sure we'll see the Eastern Bloc again next month.
Of course you'll see him, Keys. You'll see him next week in the queue for the Dole Queue.
What a fantastic way to start the show. I'm sure you all know